2024, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins coming up next.
On an absolutely perfect late autumn night, no better place to be than Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Miami Dolphins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. At CD, the Dolphins, they've got some high hopes for 2023. They feel like they've got the pieces to make a run. They need a little bit of help, but they think they can be right there in the AFC East.
And they'll want every game to be a track meet because speed is their calling card. And if they're able to sprint out there ahead of people and make them chase, they'll be tough to reel in.
And meanwhile, the Titans last year, they were one of those strange statistical anomalies, CD. When you look at their defense, they were the best in football, #1 overall against the run, but worst in the league, number 32 against the pass.
And part of the reason they were #1 against the run, the struggles they had slowing people down through the air, so people threw it and threw it and threw it and had great success. And a team that should have been in the playoffs last year somehow managed to miss it.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Levis going to the air right away. Over the middle, he has a Okonkwo. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Play action now. Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Braxton Berrios deep for Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him, Perhaps another one is in store today.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as it used to be, huh?
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Kyle Phillips deep for Tennessee. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. First and 10. Here's Levis. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And bulldozing his way through. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 2nd and 6. Henry running right. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Levis back to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Levis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect. And now
Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag.
Previous play is under review.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So an early challenge, and you know that those coaches hate to use those red flags too early, but this one turns out to be successful. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Two and now on first down. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. It's complete. Burks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Tennessee.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. Escaping the press. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Levis on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he will find his man on the outside. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here is 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Levis now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, they got him again. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Henry up the middle. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, here's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Levis sets up the throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakonkwo. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Dolphins offense returning to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Pass incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, Tua. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Levis. That pass taken in by Burks. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 4. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. He gets it to Burks again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And now at this point in the first half, You've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
1st and 10, it's Levis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Folks' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. but it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Pass is tipped, but he's still able to bring it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Tua now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tua going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Braxton Berrios, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that slices the lead down to 17-10.
Dolphins 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Cockrell holds it in left side. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Levis to throw it. That is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Levis back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. The Forks kick is good. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Tua. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakakwo with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Dolphins 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they send a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense set to go again. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Brings up second and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. In motion is Phillips. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. But he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here comes Berrios. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Tua and the Dolphins down 27-24, a minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Throwing Tua. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Tua. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Tua. This is caught by Waddle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First and 10.